welcome back. Starting a new adventure, which is again an old adventure, but a beloved one, in Bastion. This is a game that is infamous, shall we say, though in a lovely way, for its narrator. The narrator character in this is absolutely classic. So I'll be trying to take a bit of a back seat to the existing narrator. No need for me to step on toes, but I'll be here. I'll be controlling things, like some sort of creepy puppet master. Let's get into it. Alright, I have played this before, so it likely has a pickup from last time. I would love to do just a normal mode, new game, I believe. Existing game will be lost. Goodbye. Goodbye, existing game. Oh, that's fine.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why.
It just happens, and he goes with it.
Just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion.
Hello, my lifelong friend. I missed you.
He sees what's left of the rippling wall. Years of work undone in an instant. In the Calamity. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him, though.
Just a piece. I love that, because the narrator, like, if you had not been hit there, he wouldn't have said that. He would have said something else. So it's, like, very reactive to how you're doing or how you're playing. Alright, I'll stop being destructive. Sorry.
An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
Oh, that'll come in handy. Aha, seeing that in the chat there. It's your 9-month sub anniversary. That is amazing. That must be like how long I've been doing this entirely. And thank you for your company over the last 9 months. And your generosity. That is very, very kind.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting.
Tastes like bird bath.
Sometimes you just need a drink. A school of squirts tunnels up around them. Must have fled here from the mines. Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. Always used to fancy her.
There's lots of little side paths and hidden collectibles
It's a
and
wonder
things.
the old saloon's still standing. Used to have the nicest view.
As the world remakes itself around us. Aha, it's been since inside. Fantastic.
One of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The Calamity got him before his drinking did.
Well, this just reeks of an ambush to me. Oh no, that's apples. Never mind. That's the smell of apples. I was mistaken. Left trigger to defend.
Security
All right.
takes him for a petty thief. Special
There it is.
delivery. Gas, fellas.
It's my least favorite kind of special delivery.
Windbags start turning up for last call.
It's hammer time.
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork.
But I just had this
Big old fella
relacquered.
pops out in front of the kid.
Sorry, squirts.
Kid sees
I'm
the
Anakin
wave of
Skywalkering.
Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop. Ronde always wanted his ashes scattered here.
Am I supposed to be doing that? Am I supposed to be shattering folks into ash? Is that morally good? We'll see. Jumping out the window. Whee! Ah! Oh, my
He gets
knees!
a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
But as aforementioned, my knees. Okay.
Kid
I've
spies
got
a
a
good
bow
perch for some
instead of a
target practice.
repeater.
He knows he should draw the string all the way back. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome.
Right trigger to use whirlwind. All right. Sounds good. Hello, all in the chat there. Let me catch up. Oh, I don't have my mouse. That's fine. We'll catch up with trackpad. It's fine. Oh, so nice to see you all. Welcome, welcome. Isn't this narrator amazing? I love this game. It's one of my old favorites. Because he's both very comforting and informational, but also hilarious. And it's also sort of like a meta joke about the whole thing. I love this narrator.
And then he falls to
Ah,
his death. I'm just fooling.
nah, just kidding.
He finds the distillery
That'll happen.
right next to the arsenal.
That'll happen more often than it
One
should.
sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Alright, so my choices are Squirt Cider, which increases my maximum health, increase my critical hit chance, active only when at full health, or Absorb Stray Fragments. Let's do that for now. We'll unlock more spirits as we go through.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
We'll unlock more weapons as we go through. Bolt Burst. I'll keep Whirlwind for now. That's pretty effective with the old hammer. Alright.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
Oh, that's the second worst thing I've ever heard happen at a corn bin. Alright, so we can get on the boat. Let's check over here first. Ah, we have another villager. So we're not sure what has happened. They've mentioned some sort of calamity. And we know that the world has completely broken apart in some way. And for some reason, my existing or my being able to focus here is remaking the world, but I cannot bring back the townspeople. And I don't know if they are, like, collectible, like if I'm supposed to break them, or if I'm supposed to leave them alone. I'm really not sure. I should probably look that up. For now, I'm just gonna break them.
The tutor once taught the
Because then
kid
you get to
good
know their
manners.
names.
He never used them, though.
So I'm sorry if this information gathering, name gathering spree is bad form. But I am curious.
An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way.
That's a nice old ferry barge. That's a little low on health. There we go.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. The smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid
Big old
maybe
bags of
shouldn't have
scum.
done what he just did.
Careful of the floor being mined out from under me. And also these corn bins. A little close. And this ought to do it.
Kid puts him out of his misery. Robs a scumbag of his last meal.
All right. Deep breaths. Deep cleansing breaths. Yes. That's the ticket.
He finds the core to the wharf district.
Hello,
He steals
core.
the city's heart. Might as well.
Oh, now we're in trouble. We've Cave of Wonders ourselves.
The place is starting to fall.
Oh, I forgot I can roll through those. That'll
See
speed
that
this
core
up.
Kid took
There we
was
go.
making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running. At last, the skyway
Sproing.
Down.
Oh, wrong
Bastion.
sproing. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Looked like I just
Now the
fell
kid
off,
sees
but
something
maybe that was the
stranger
correct thing.
still. His mind races.
Oh, no problem. Explode away. Thank you so much for all the gifts, subscriptions there. Let me scroll back up. There were, oh, so many. 5 Tier 1 subs. Thank you so much. That is lovely of you. And welcome aboard all. I do love to see the gifting. Deep well springs of generosity pouring forth. Ew. Ah, put it back. Gross. Oh. Keep your generosity in the barrel, or else it will seep into all the upholstery. That is so nice of you. Thank you very much.
Did anybody else survive?
If I had a nickel for every time I had to ask myself that question.
Sure enough, he finds another. He finds
He
me.
finds.
We talk for a spell.
All right. So all the little things you find, you can bring back to the narrator guy, and he will tell you something about the history of the item. So this says, ask about what happened to Nacy, the girl who used to pin her hair back with this. Is she already here? Where is
Try to put the
everyone?
kid down gently. This is the Bastion, all right. Except no one else showed up.
Alright, this core we picked up. Ask about the large bluish mineral found in the Wharf District. It feels warm to the touch and hums like a motor. What exactly does it do?
Is to set that core of his on the monument there. Then watch.
Okay. Put it in the monument. Fair enough. You went to school with a girl named Crystal Barrett. That's quite the coincidence. Ask about the seal representing the city of Caledonia. Calondia. Weren't these only meant to be for uniform and identification?
Bastion's power in that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores.
Alright. So I'll put the core in the monument.
And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Sproing Pardieu. Boy, am I excited. So we have an open foundation. We can build either a distillery to get passive bonuses with our spirits or an arsenal to swap out our weapons. I'm sure we'll have both soon. Let's start with weapons.
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
We did get a new secret skill for the shield. Automatically counterblocks all oncoming attacks for a short time. Alright, no new weapons yet. Let's keep with this set.
Pots and nails.
So it kind of sounds like there's been some sort of calamity. The world has broken. This was expected, and we've built this place called the Bastion, where everyone was supposed to meet up after the world broke to try to, like, save ourselves or go somewhere else. But nobody arrived except this narrator man. And me, seemingly. So it didn't work. Something is wrong.
Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him. The Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
So there's extra story levels that will progress you through, and then these are proving grounds. They're like, they unlock special skills for specific weapons or something like that. So let's go to the next one where it says core detected. That should allow us to get our distillery. meanwhile, I will try to drink some water so that my own gravelly vocal cords will wake up.
The intersection between bad and wrong.
I love the style of this game. Comments like that. Oh, he landed at the intersection of bad and wrong. It's kind of like an old noir detective story in the way that the dialogue is written.
One of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time.
I keep making that same mistake. I'm trying to hit A to drink from the fountain. The fountain button is X. A only makes me roll. I'll get it eventually. I'll get it in my little thick skull.
Side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
Okay, heading east. Didn't know you could jump. All right.
Somehow that old forge is still standing. Inside
Forge.
He can fine-tune those instruments of his.
So every weapon type has a specific upgrade material that can only be used for that weapon. Fantastic, you don't have to worry about rationing them out to your favorites. So I can get 50% extra damage or a 10% extra critical hit chance. So we already know that you can use other tonics and spirits and things to increase your critical hit chance, so that would be useful in tipping you over the edge to constant critical hits. But for now, ooh, 50% damage. Yes, please.
Looking fit to keep on fighting.
The only thing to keep in mind, those upgrade materials are unique to the weapon. You don't need to worry about wasting them, but your shards here, like the 500, what I have 82 of up in the corner there, are spread out between all the weapons, so that's what you do have to ration. Just to mention it.
Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again.
Alright, it was not east. Unless it's down this way.
Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch.
Hello, Percy.
Never much cared for that big wide grin of his.
Alright, let's go south.
Dump in town. Scumbag Alley.
South to Scumbag Alley.
Still feeding off the city's own trash.
Goodbye. Goodbye forever, I guess.
And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all. Gershel. The Calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. They always said old Gershel wouldn't go without a fight. The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back.
End of the line.
No core, no surprise. Like the guys
Good morning and welcome. Welcome to Bastion.
Kid ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before. Hopes he'll never see one again. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed.
That 50% extra hammer damage really coming in handy there.
At least the kid got something for his trouble.
So we must be headed north.
Scumbag and digest just about anything.
War machete.
Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw.
Super nice thing about the war machete is that you can do both a melee and a ranged attack with it. So it's like having a bow equipped, essentially.
Them squirts just don't know when to quit.
However, I do not have an arsenal here to switch back to my 50% extra damage hammer, so we're stuck with it. Though it is lovely.
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock.
Helps if you slash the right way. Yeah, you figured it out.
Know why gas fellas all dress alike? Kids wondering the same thing.
Why do gas fellas all dress alike? Now I'm burning with curiosity. What?
And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage.
Hello, Nicholas. All right.
Blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd. Squirts don't make the best of
That's too
friends,
bad.
but they can be useful in a pinch.
Hard to stay on the ground for this.
And now there's a new marshal in town.
Now they all love me. Goodbye, my lovelies. All right, grabbing that core.
He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started.
All right where I started. Why, that would be here. Let's go ahead and sip while we can.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
Well, let's not keep it waiting. Let's talk to our friend first. The Stranger. I don't believe anyone has names in this game. Like the townsfolk have names, but that guy is always the Stranger and you are always the Kid. You don't really have names. Ask about the Ragged Hood belonging to some ill-fated gas fella. Why are they flooding the city, ransacking its remains?
Used to be all right. Then the Calamity took the floor out from under him.
Oh, hello, little guy. So this is our squirt. He lives here at the Bastion now, safe and sound.
Kid
All
does
right,
it
core
again.
number 2.
Only fair he decides what we build next.
Let's see if our options have changed. We do have the forge now, so that would allow us to upgrade weapons, and since it's right next door to the armory, let's go for it. Do distillery next, still. Okay, so I do have the war machete now. That is very helpful. I think I'm just gonna stick with it for the moment. It switched me to Squirt Lure, which summons a loyal squirt companion to the rescue. That's lovely. That's only for the hammer, alright. So I don't have a skill for the machete yet, but I'm sure it's on the way. For the moment, let's put Bolt Burst in.
The repeater and machete, favorite choice.
Alright, and then we can jump in here as well. I
A
think
lot
we
of
did get
things
something
need to
sharp.
start in this world, and we can start right here.
Is the war machete material? Okay, so a serrated edge that could deal damage over time is sounding
Little
pretty great.
Soulwood oil and that blade shines like a light.
Alright, where to next?
Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
Two options. The Sundown Path or the Melting Pot. Let's go Melting Pot, but I'll catch up with the chat here. Have you ever played any of the newer Shadowrun games, Peter? I don't believe I have, no. I've seen those for sure, but I've never jumped into Shadowrun, and I know very little about it. I'm so sorry to disappoint, but I would be interested in learning. He's awful fond of saying scumbag. Oh yeah. If I had the stranger's voice, I would just be going around saying scumbag all the time. Alright, we're flying into the melting pot here for core number 3.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt.
Gosh, that's tight. I think I'm dead. Yep, I'm pretty sure this is the end of the game. I was supposed to do like a quick time sequence there to catch myself, but it didn't happen, and now up. Flat face. Like a pug dog. Oh no, he's alive. I was wrong.
Of all the plans to survive the Calamity, it
so we
had
have
to be
thorns
stab
now.
weeds.
Watch out for stab weeds. Something nasty. Alright, let's check up here. Nothing. Nothing but a plank to walk. I was, in fact, expecting there to be a little more plank than there was. Sure could use a larger clip for this repeater. That'd be nice.
If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. Core's stuck inside one of those fancy cages. Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous.
Okay, so we got another cage.
He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong? Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage
It
starts
usually
lifting
does.
the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirt is born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense.
Thank you.
Judging by the movement,
I appreciate that.
it's gonna take a little while. Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers.
Getting crowded.
Even some gas fellas take his corner. Burning
Oh,
pot
thank you.
like mean old foreman.
Sorry I slashed at you. I got the whole group together.
At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes. Maybe 30. Hard to tell. little territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up.
Oh, free
It
samples.
ain't all bad, as the kid finds some spices from the motherland, tax-free.
Nothing better than finding some tax-free spices from the motherland. You know what I mean? I have no idea what you mean by that.
It's a troublesome scene, to be sure.
Finally got off one of those trip mines.
A few moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7. You give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done.
All right. Just a little cleanup. And it's core time.
He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
And away. I too really need to work on my core. This kid's already got 3 of them.
I still remember
got
the
no
look
core
on
at
his
all.
face after that one. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started.
All right. As promised, finally, it's time for the distillery.
Makes time
New
to sample
spirits in
spirits from
stock.
my personal supply.
All right, so we got +1 chance to carry on if defeated, and damage surrounding foes if defeated. That sounds fantastic. 100% critical hit chance if you're below 33% health. 33% speed while defending. Let's go hearty punch.
Hearty punch
Keep
is so
that for now.
zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times.
That's zesty. Alright, we can finally upgrade this repeater. Faster reload, ammo capacity. That's what I want. Double clip
Turns
would
out
be
those
great.
old bones still have some spark in them.
Alright, stranger, what do you got for me? Ask about the ancient spices found tucked away in the melting pot. Where did they come from? And when?
Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Zealandia. It was good living here for a while.
Okay, Sundown Path is our only option now. We did unlock a proving ground for the war machete. Let's go take a look at that real quick. See if we can improve our sharpness.
Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract in copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful.
Alright, defeat all foes quickly.
Slippery little devils. Some folks showed up to make a fast buck with nothing but a knife.
how I'm supposed to get the right one locked in. I don't seem to be able to actually switch my targets.
Other folks came to train their throw.
There it is. I thought I got rid of that one. Get out of here. These guys are just tricky. Because even when you throw it, they can just dodge it more often than not. So it's like sometimes you have to circle back around to these proving grounds after you've upgraded a bit. This is an embarrassment. There's no way around it.
Others use the place to test their finest blades.
Come on. Stop dodging. Eat this machete. Oh. And you can't use anything else. It's not like you can whip out your repeater for a little assistance. This is just not effective. Fifth, sixth time's the charm, 7th, 8th time, 9th time is the charm, 20th time is the... So yeah, that's just ridiculous. There must be some sort of upgrade or spirit you can get that allows you to throw faster or throw more at a time. Otherwise, I'm not sure how this is possible. That's sort of the idea of proving grounds. They're weapon-based puzzles. One foe remaining. All right.
Kid cuts all of them down soon enough.
Oh, not soon enough. No, not soon enough at all. Just got one tiny little thing, but I'll take it, and we'll be back. We'll be back once we've upgraded it. Hey, I hate to tell you this, but you missed.
Kid comes back.
Oh, which time?
Good and right.
Which of the 600 times do you mean? Goodness. What a waste of everyone's time that was. All right. We did get something sharp. Let's jump in the forge. See if we have enough bits, which we do. Lovely. Okay, one extra blade per throw. That might be somewhat helpful. However, that is fantastic if I don't want the throwing aspect of it. 100% critical hit damage. Ooh. So I'm going to wait on that. We'll come back around to it. Alright, I definitely still have time for another level. Let's jump into the Sundown Path. Good morning. So sorry I'm a little late there. Yes, need coffee.
Couples used to walk
I am in the
Sundown
same boat.
Path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though.
I am, in fact, the barge master of that particular boat. Welcome aboard.
But then, somebody gets to the core.
I'm sorry, I don't have a
before
whistle. I'm gonna have to just make do.
The floor starts giving way under the lightest step. A single panic squirt could bring the whole place down. Fragments of the old world rain from the sky. Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more.
some of them I have to break.
And such. Sky bridges link the path together. One of them bridges whips the kid along. Finds a spyglass, like the ones they'd use to search the stars. Air travel always was an iffy proposition. But Calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core? Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. Scumbag ate it by mistake. Tough break. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back. No, they used to ship live munitions down the path.
Okay, I got some sort of grenade skill, it seems.
These wires to toss those things.
That's
are
useful.
far away.
Yes, please.
Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake them up.
All right.
In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the Calamity?
So I believe we specifically did not find a core that time. It like dropped down to a lower level.
So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
I must have gotten some upgrade material, though. Ask about the bronze spyglass, taken from the sundown path. Only the stars remain on the horizon. The mountains are gone. We're no closer to the stars now,
We could
are we?
always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we built.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it that double blades upgrade.
War
We'll
machetes
see
are
what
so
that
quick,
does.
You gotta keep a good grip on them.
Alright, what else is unlocked? We have a Fang repeater proving ground now. That's nice. Let's go to the Hanging Gardens. You are here for the snappy one-liners. Good.
The Calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around.
So yeah, a lot more townspeople here. None of them living.
You don't much care to see him. Not like this. These folks never saw the Calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close.
So many
Some of the
folks.
Mr. Beckley and his kindly wife. There was someone like him.
stranger. Hello, baleful, stargazing stranger.
Kid sees him there agape, in the flesh. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what.
Got a bit flamey there.
Questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. They never saw what it was like beyond the walls.
Yeah, that is very helpful. I think that would probably make me miss a little less on that proving ground.
Didn't make it.
Nordy the Bird Boy. I'm gonna have to have the whole game about this kid, please. What? Oh, there's a little cat over there. Hello, cat. There's also a thing.
The Jawsons, they didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived. Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we?
I guess not. I'll trust you there. I'm just as confused as you are.
And then, what do you say to a man who's seen too much?
Hi there.
Kid hasn't a
You
clue,
start with hi there.
but he says this. We have to go. Please. He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zulf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelandia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time.
Ah, there, now he has a name. Rux is the stranger. I was wrong earlier, I'm so sorry. Alright, the Ura Sigil. Ask about the Ura Sigil discovered in the Hanging Gardens. Were there many Ura living in the city before the Calamity? Can they be trusted here?
Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
And now I can run the same items that I found by Zulf as well. And he might have a different perspective on them. Such as Crystal Barrett. So I'm asking, you didn't happen to see a girl who wore this in her hair, did you?
Loved ones in the Calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine.
I love the fact that even though you're asking Zulf questions, Rux, as the narrator, is responding for him. What was it like living in the city? Didn't you get homesick?
Caelandia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east.
Let me see here. I think I might be able to take music down just a touch. We'll keep the narration up high. That's just getting a little washed out there. Hopefully that'll be alright. Alright. Offer Zulf the spyglass. Maybe this can help you take your mind off things. You could help us find new skyway
Zulf
paths.
offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the Calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says.
And have you been in Celandia long? Did you travel all the way from the east?
Tazzle terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since.
So there seems to be some decades-old conflict with their
Kid ain't
people.
finished here yet.
And we're not sure what that might have to do with the Calamity or not.
The cores. Yeah, remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Well, look what we have here.
So, Lost and Found is a facility that holds and restores a variety of valuables. Memorial is a necessary testament to the Calamity. By paying tribute to the past, you may better prepare for the future. I think that allows you to, like, activate challenge modes, if I'm thinking correctly. You can activate, like, you take more damage and enemies are faster, but you get more shards or something. So it's like a challenge mode. Let's go Lost and Found first. Because I don't really remember what this does.
Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
Ah. So you can buy skills, you can also buy weapon upgrade materials. So it's like if you're very, very close to an upgrade you want, you can use your shards for it instead. Give me 1 second here, I'll be right back. Alright, so sorry. Grabbing another sip of water here. And squeaking into my microphone simultaneously. Alright. So nothing we have to have right now. However, there are like even spirits down below. Some very nice ones. 2 extra health tonic capacity. That would take you up to 5. Stab Synth. That's perhaps the best name I've ever seen. Alright. So very good to keep in mind. We'll come back here when we have more loose change. Let's call it.
We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
Alright, so we have Pith Orchard, and we have the Cinder Brick Fort. Let's go Orchard first.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Kid says a little prayer.
That was restful.
Anyway. Couldn't hurt, right? Folks used to
Let's
make
go down
pilgrimage
first.
here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now, and the Orchard core.
And
is
now
long
let's go
gone
back.
Too.
Because that's looking like a forward path.
Pith Orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one.
Alright. Just making sure.
Seems Pith ain't much of a watchdog. Pith stood for something once. Something real. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration.
Oh, apparently I can pick these up. Okay.
He couldn't even save his loyal subjects. Pith makes a decent scarecrow, at least.
Oh, I am wary.
Then
I
Pith
am
lights
wary of
up
the
like a
bull.
rodeo.
Let's get out of there.
Ain't easy punching through his hide. Kid breaks him to bits.
All right.
Must have been guarding that shrine. So what'll it be? Invoke the gods? Or tell them off?
I guess this is what I was thinking. The shrine, not the memorial. So memorial must be like other challenges. I think it gives you like a kill 20 squirts and then you unlock some shards or something. Shrine is what I was thinking of. That's more of a challenge mode. So it's like foes shall grow quicker to move and to strike. And then it seems like this gives you no bonus for some reason. Oh, I guess if I invoke it, yeah. So when it's invoked, you get XP plus 10% and shards plus 10%. So you can make your journey faster, but I won't invoke
Kid
any
don't need
gods
favors
for
from
right
the
now.
likes of Pith. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore.
All right. See if we can get out of here with our skin intact.
No need to get the gods involved.
Got caught in a bad spot there. Several times.
Things might have gone worse if
There we
Kid
go.
tampered with that shrine.
Come on, there we go.
Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine. Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind.
Alright, didn't get a core that pass, so we have nothing really to upgrade. Proving ground for the shield, nice. Let's jump along to Cinder Brick here. We still have a couple of minutes. Thank you for coming along on this little journey with me, by the way. This shouldn't be too long. It's probably about a 5-hour game or so. Just have a couple of fun sessions with this.
The hard way.
But I specifically, one of the reasons I wanted to play this again is I specifically remember the ending being one of my favorite endings of a game, full stop. However, it's been, I would say, 7 years at this point since I last played it, and I don't even remember what the ending is. I just remember that emotion of being incredibly impressed and happy with the ending. So I'm really excited, actually, to get back to that point. And that's why I'm so glad you're here.
Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags.
Really? It's gonna be like that, is it? Alright.
The Calamity was mercy for normal folks. The windbags ain't so lucky.
Seeing anything to pick up there. Not sure why there's such a long detour. Yeah, it seems a little bit strange.
At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift.
Ooh. Well, this looks shiny. Scrap
Something the
musket.
windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through the greasy hides.
That is lovely. That might be why they were giving you so many of these, too. They wanted you to test this out after. Neat. Alright.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal.
Well, then I'm incredibly sorry to be killing them.
The Calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort. Could have been minding the business underground like in the old days.
Alright, let's jump in here real quick.
Use the marshal supplies, but the kid sure can.
Stick with hand grenade for now. This is being very helpful. Let's stick with that too.
As for the windbags, Cinderbrick gave him enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though.
I'll just keep running.
So many of those sorry things hold up inside that old fort.
Alright, just a quick look to make sure I didn't miss any upgrade materials here. Doesn't look like it.
Kid's stash of grenades is there for him if things get even worse.
That's nice of you to remind me. Thank you. Thank you, Rux.
Security's plain gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works.
What are you doing, thumbstick? There we go.
Good thing the windbags don't know Kid's fresh out of health tonics. They trapped the kid in the middle of the force parade grounds. Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon and all their scumbag uncles. They got something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose.
Well, that is a lot of scumbag uncles. All right. More than I was expecting, for sure.
Kid takes down Glutus, or maybe it was Glandon. The other big fella soon joins his brother, wherever they are now. The windbags finally get the message.
All right. That's the stuff.
Kid used to dream of getting a marshal's badge, but not like this. The Skyway's a welcome sight after all that. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort. Kid shows up just as Zulf's telling me about his own journey to the city.
Oh yeah? Tell me about it, Zulf. Ask Zulf about the Marshal's badge retrieved from Cinderbrick Fort. Did the Marshals ever give you a hard time, being an Ura and
The
all?
Marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity.
Glad to hear it. Alright, where did you get this? In the city, they used to say this stuff was very strong. Ask Zulf about his smoking
Zulf
pipe.
brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zulf was his smoking pipe.
I think that might be another, like, arena challenge thing. You can have a hallucination, basically, that takes you to another place. We'll definitely want to do that next time, maybe. Let's check the arsenal here. I do like this musket, and we have the machete if we need a long range.
Ought to be quick work for that blade.
So we should be good with that. Let's check in with Rux. Ask about the Marshal's badge. Marshals brought the city back to working order after the war,
Even
didn't they?
since the Ura surrendered to us, the Marshals kept a wary eye on him.
And we got something for the musket here. Plus 35 spread, minus 15 range, so making it even more of a shotgun. Or plus 50 range, minus 50 spread, making it more of a long range sniper rifle situation. So do we want shotgun or do we want sniper? I was just saying we have the machete if we need like a sniper situation, but this would be nice to have powerful and ranged. We'll keep thinking about it. Alright, we hit level 3, which means we now have another slot open for a spirit. For now, let's just go a little bit of extra health. We'll probably swap that one out fairly immediately. And let's check in here. Ah, good. So this does get new stuff as you go through. I think it must refresh its stock each time you complete a new level. We have 1,500 shards, so there is a little to spend if we had something we really want. Kinda tempted to get this Bastion bourbon. 300, let's do it.
All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new.
Now we'll swap that one out with the squirt cider here. There we go. Now we're talking. 5 full health potions. Alright. Hello and welcome. Just seeing you there in the chat. I don't know if we have time for another level here. Let me use this to refresh my memory, and then we can quit out of it early if need be.
After just one drag.
Try Zulf's pipe and see where it takes us.
The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
So I think this is just like a survival thing. It's just you can play as long as you want and kill as many people until you die. It's just test weapons, and there are some achievements locked behind it and whatnot. But it's not mandatory or part of the story at all.
The past catches up with a kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
Also a quick way to make shards if you're needing to buy something. Because each wave you defeat gives you shards.
Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie.
Ah, cool. Not unlimited waves. There is a limit to the waves.
Frail thing with pure
I'm seeing in the chat. Thank you. So yes, that's all that is. Quick way to make some cash, make some achievements, test some weapons. Don't need to worry about it for now. So let's check the map before we head out here. See where we're headed to next. Have a nice foothold in the game here. Ah, I forgot we have another core. Silly.
Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
Alright, let's do the memorial now. I'm still holding off on the challenge
The
modes.
memorial. Here a kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind. The valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more.
So, if you earn any first prize in the Proving Grounds, you get 5,000 shards. Or I guess you need it in all 7 Proving Grounds? Interesting. Discovering lost mementos. Defeat 10 or more foes in a single shot. Cool challenges like that.
Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got.
Alright, so next time we will be headed off to Langston River, where the next core is detected. And we've also unlocked the Proving Ground for the hammer and the musket. I'll have to catch up to those eventually here. We should be getting close to being upgraded enough. So next time, Langston River. I will see you here for it. Thank you for your time and patience. And I'm looking forward to next time. Alright. Bye for now. Thank you again.